Hello there internet and welcome back to this Let's Play of Spelunky. Today we're doing the daily challenge of October 15th. Seems like that went a little bit slower than it usually does. Might very well just be me. So, bunch of spiders. Sure, what's up with that? And our price for dealing with those is $1,500. So if that was real life, I would be pretty happy with that. Although on the other hand, if I had to deal with spiders about the third of my size, I might still have to think twice about it. So I'm wondering if we should have gone to the left here instead. So we're beginning to the floor. It's generally pretty easy to figure out where you need to go on the first floor. But I think if we go in here, we should be looking at the possibility of a crate. And indeed we are. We don't even need to use any ropes to get back up. So this is a win-win. We'll get some ropes. That's okay. I can always use some ropes. Well, not always, obviously. For example, if we're at the bottom of a lava pit, we can't really use anything. But so far, so good. Game trying to trick me there with all the spikes. Yeah, first floor. Pretty standard one as well. We get a fairly shitty upgrade, namely those ropes. We get roughly 10,000 gold and 1 extra health. So how do I want to do this is the question. Yeah, it's gonna work. So I hate spikes. Spikes simply the worst trap in the game, bar none. No matter how much you try to avoid them, eventually they'll just screw you over. We also have a shop on this level, which contains some very good stuff. It contains spike shoes, which I always like to get at some point, and a ton of bombs. So let's just do this the easy way. Okay, I'm not sure how, but I managed to survive. That was not the shotgun I picked up. How am I going to get back though? I know if I use a teleporter, I'm just gonna kill myself. I didn't though. That's nice. It teleports you 4 to 8 blocks. So that means that there was actually a safe way out of that. However, how am I going to deal with this? Did I see the key anywhere? I should have checked for that. Okay, Monty is dead. That's unfortunate. But we have paste, so we should be able to stick a bomb to the shopkeeper if we just time it correctly. Alright, he's dead. Good. Chest is still down here, and there's our key. So we want to get that as soon as possible because the ghost is gonna show up anytime now. So a little bit of a stress factor. It's not gonna be too bad. I do still want to check out the rest of the level as well. But first of all, let's get all this gold which is readily available. Monty we're not gonna be doing anything with. What actually caused me to lose that health? Was that the shopkeeper? I'm not even sure why I'm still alive. I think my brain didn't really come to rendering that part yet. But it seems like I still am though, so for now let's just appreciate that. Alright. So the ghost is gonna come, I imagine, within 5 seconds now. Can I use that spotter to get up there? No. Was that within 5 seconds? I'm not sure. We get some more ropes. 1 rope for 3 ropes is generally worth it. We got a shotgun as well, which is nice. And here's an altar, which I will be looking to use, of course. There's an easy spider kill. So let's just get that immediately. Could you jump up here, please? Up here. There you go. And the two most 2 most highly prized gems in the process for killing that for killing that spider. I'm not sure why I'm so bad at words right now. Oh, jetpack! Where you're gonna want to get that, and that is for sure. But I want to see how much I can simplify getting it. Anchoring that shopkeeper immediately is probably not a bad thing, because it allows us to more easily try to trick him to get down here. I could have died by jumping on that snake. That would have been the worst death. Okay. Let's just use some rope, or sorry, some bombs. Did that kill him? Probably not, but at least it caused him to get down. We do have another teleporter, which I won't use. Let's just see if we can make an easier way down. Also, I want to find Monty as quickly as possible so I can sacrifice him. I do hear Monty, so he must be down here somewhere. Here, perhaps? Oh, there he is. Alright, so let's get him to the altar, and then let's worry about the shopkeepers afterwards. Might as well get this gold as well. Might as well. Should probably use the Matic a little bit more now that I have it. In fact, now that I have both the jetpack and the Matic, I don't really have any excuse to not ghost on this level. Especially not if I can manage to get rid of the shopkeepers sometime soon. Looks like they're actively trying to kill each other, and hopefully that's gonna work anytime now. There's a terrible chill. Okay, that's pretty scary. So let's hope that they can just kill themselves somehow. What am I standing on there? We might be able to trick... I can't use this. We might be able to trick one to come over to this side of the map. I'm not sure how that's gonna work in practice though. That was a little bit scary. Not to say a whole lot. I might want to also sacrifice these shopkeepers, because the shopkeepers were 3 sacrifice points, if I remember correctly. I think I've made that number up to be 2 before, but I'm pretty sure it is indeed 3. A dead shopkeeper, that is. So let's see. How are we gonna do this? We'll get the ghost over here, or it's gonna be scary. So let's not do that quite yet. Alright, so one shopkeeper is down, which is good. We're gonna get a few gems here. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all that much more ghosting, to be honest with you. Are there any easy gems? I can't get the one under the altar because that's gonna anger Kali. Alright, this was a mistake. A fairly big one as well. Holy shit, that was close. Sorry about the swearing. Although I suppose if you're not into swearing, you probably left this channel a while ago. Actually, I'm not gonna bother. One shopkeeper I should be able to get past. And the way I'm gonna do it is like this. I realized that I left a ton of gems behind, but that was getting a little too scary. I did get almost $40,000 on that floor, which is nice. There's a vault on this one, so it's gonna cost us a few bombs, but we might as well get to it immediately. Somehow managed to not take damage there. Also, sure, probably had an exit strategy for this entire thing, but that would also make it a little bit too easy, I feel. Too bad that we didn't get to sacrifice the shopkeepers on the previous floor. That would almost have gotten us enough sacrifice points, favor I guess it's called really, to get a Kabbalah. Alright, lots of shopkeepers down here, which must mean that there's a shop somewhere? Shop or a kissing booth or something like that anyway. Oh, there we go. more gems. Or, more gems, more bombs. And a freeze ray, which I probably won't use for anything. Alright, so let's get back up and let's deal with the Vault Keeper. And I think we'll just... Oh shit, this is not good. This is not good at all. I was so sure that our trap had triggered. Which obviously it had not. So this puts us in a very bad position moving onwards. But I did get a ton of bombs, which I suppose I could just use to deal with this. It wasn't quite the way I wanted to do it, obviously. There you go. Alright, so he's dead. Which makes me feel a lot better about this situation. I'll still have to deal with the ones on the bottom. And to be honest, I don't really have a plan about those yet. I don't really have a lot of health. I just realized. Taking 2 damage from an arrow trap is generally not a recommendable strategy if you want to survive in this game. At this point, the music is starting to annoy me a bit. Were there any like spike traps or something like that down there that could help me out with this? I don't think so. Could the ghost please spawn now? Please? There you go. Alright, so the ghost is gonna appear. And it's gonna make all of those wonderful gems into even more wonderful gems, namely diamonds. Or how is it? Is diamond actually considered a gem, or is it something different? For now, let's not worry about it and look that up on Wikipedia instead. Alright, so that should do it for now. I'm not sure that our trap is triggered, so want to watch out about that. For now, let's just get the ghost down. This one definitely has triggered because it's currently stuck somewhere in my body. The arrow, that is, not the arrow trap. Alright, so he's dead. This one is gonna be dead soon. If I can have a say in the matter. Alright, we still have 2 of them down here. So... Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I just made a passage down here, which might actually not be too bad. Let's just get out. That was not the smartest strategy for sure. But we did get 80,000, and we have the Ujadai. We don't have a lot of health. We have Sacrifice going. And we have a bunch of Angry Shopkeepers. So for now, let's just hope that we get to see another altar soon. Which would make me very happy. Eventually we might also come across more jetpacks. Might come across some bees. Royal jelly would work also very well at this point. Just try not to die sillily to ghosts or ghosts, monkeys, or a ghost for that matter as well. Wow, that put me up very far. So that shopkeeper down there. He didn't really have anything good, did he? No. Nothing that we don't already have anyway. He has some very good stuff, that's for sure, but nothing that I will use for anything. Alright, so we will be interested in getting that Monty to the exit, if at all possible, because, again, our gold or health situation not really looking too good at this point. I should probably use some... Alright. He got eaten by a man trap, which unfortunately doesn't really do anything. Hopefully he could stick himself to... Oh, it's so unfortunate. I was hoping that he would stick himself to the worm, but from the other side, really. Can I do anything about that? Oh, I did not see that coming at all. Alright, so at least now he's dead. We should check out for the possibility of the black market being on the left bottom side of the level. But to be honest, I would rather not have to. Should really bring at least one shotgun with me up here. I'm not sure that shopkeeper is gonna be able to get out. I guess we'll find out. Should remember now that there's a frog somewhere down here. That got itself killed as well. So let's get Monty out with us. And let's just get out. I mean, we could have had a black market on this level. It's not entirely unreasonable that that was the case. Alright, why not take it very slowly here? Lots of stuff that can kill us that is invisible to the eye at the moment. This includes man traps, also spikes. But we definitely also want to make sure that we check everywhere for the black market, at least as far as possible. Also, good thing that I have sound enabled, because really right now the only way to make sure that I see a bat is if I see it with my hearing, so to speak. So I think this pit is more or less safe now. Yes. That was probably a little bit stupid. Also, one ticket trap can kill me. What did I just say about bats before? Alright, at least there's a scarab. Let's just get that immediately. Where did the torch go? I don't see it, but it must have gone down here somewhere, because of that torch being lit. This is weird. Where is it at? This is really strange to me, actually. Okay, we're spending a lot of time here. That's not good. I guess it could be on the bottom of that pit, perhaps? Which would be very bad, obviously. There's another vault here. That's definitely not a thing that's happening. Okay, so somehow I didn't die there. And the black market is on this level, so that's just wonderful as well. Let's just do this. I see the black market. It's right there by his shotgun. So thankfully the game is kind enough to put it in a position where you can actually see it. Okay, so there's a crate here, which we may as well get, I suppose. Were there any spikes on there? No. That's a good thing, because if there were, then I would have been dead by now. So let's go to the black market. If I can just get to the Ankh, that makes me feel a lot better about this. Okay, so this is one of the black markets where we can feel a little bit freer about our bomb usage, because there seems to be plenty of them. Right, so let's do it like this. As always, this is not the correct strategy, but it is the fastest one. So hopefully this should have taken care of them. We can never tell for sure there. There's always a possible ambush hiding around every single corner. That's a lot of shopkeepers, and there's another jetpack. So other than that, we don't really want anything from that particular floor. But one of the main reasons why we don't want anything is that we've got so much good stuff right now. Let's just get this ticket trap out of the equation. And did they all kill each other? Let's see. What? How did that happen? I heard an explosive frog at some point, which might have had something to do with it, but It certainly seems like that is the case. Alright, that allows the shopkeeper to get up, but he's also very dead by now. There are more bombs there, and I think we should be able to get those safely. And there's a Monty. Still, at this point, I wouldn't mind having some more health. So, if the opportunity presents itself, I might be interested in getting to that Monty, but right now it doesn't really look like it's gonna be the case. Alright, so there's more bombs for us. And some free ones at that, so... obviously I'm happy about that. Alright, so plenty of shopkeepers to worry about as well. And that was not the best throw, admittedly. Also, that wasn't either. Did they just shoot each other? That's amazing. And that takes care of him. And actually, that takes care of the entirety of the black market. And the ghost is here, so let's just move on. We have 200,000 now. That's a really good run. A really good score. I'm pretty happy about that. We do have the Ankh. We've got pretty much everything. We just need that one Kapala or something like that to make this really good. And watch out for man traps potentially exploding because I didn't see what they eat. Really, man traps should consider their diet just a little bit more. Unfortunately, they probably don't have brains. So I don't see that happening. Let's get rid of the bat. Get rid of the monkeys. We have so many bombs. That's one of the main things that we've got going for us right now. For a second there, I was afraid that I hadn't actually picked up the Ankh, but I had. So okay, so obviously if we have an altar on this level, that would be big because there is so much stuff to sacrifice. But again, it doesn't really look like it's the case. Alright, so can I approach the shopkeeper from the right? And apply my favorite strategy of like killing him from afar. It looks like that might indeed be the case. So many dead bodies as well. And this is 2-4, so we're pretty close to the ice caves. Alright, so he has indeed been angered. So I want to make sure I don't fall on the spikes like an idiot. But at the same time... okay, want to make sure that he's dead. Good thing that he is. Okay, so there's a manic. Should we ghost? We have the chance to do so. So let me just check what is actually available on this level. As soon as I've gotten rid of all of these guys. Where you have 3 gems available on the ground floor. That's a number to remember. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Might as well get Monty to the exit, and at the same time create a little passage for us to travel at. Remove this and this. I would like to get rid of all of those spikes entirely. Alright, so I think I probably picked up most of the good stuff up here, so... there's one more gem here, I suppose. Potentially 2 as well. And I guess the ghost is gonna come from this side now. So... he should be able to ghost that gem, and now hopefully the other one as well? Not quite. So let's just go down to that one immediately. Alright, how do we want to do this is the question. It's slightly tricky actually. This is not quite gonna do it, but it's gonna be pretty close. Oh, we got 0 of them. 0, another word for none as well actually. Alright, at least this is gonna get one of them for us. We should be able to get the 2 other ones as well. Taking my time here. Here's how I want to do it. Like like this. This should be more or less safe. I just need to be a little bit quick when it comes up again. There we go. So did I manage to ghost anything at all over here? There weren't any gems up here, if I remember correctly. Ah, there was one. So, the ghost is gonna come from too far up, but we can fix that immediately. The magic is so useful for getting gold. It's extreme. Also for, I mean, just ghosting in general, because it allows you to so easily get around. And now that I've said that, I'm probably gonna kill myself on the ghost in a second. Alright, here's shotgun, and I think these were the only gems left. I might have missed one, I feel like I missed one. That doesn't matter too much. We're on the ice caves, and we're gonna sacrifice ourselves very soon, so I'm not feeling too bad about our health situation either. In general, this is just being a really good run. One new thing that I learned recently is that you can actually kill the ghost. That's something that I've been asked a couple of times, where I usually just tell people that no, that's simply not possible. But it is. It's just very difficult. The ghost has 9,999 health, and the only thing, as far as I know, that it can take damage to is the rays or the blast from UFOs. So if you're on the ice caves and you're extremely patient, you can have the ghost being hit by UFOs almost 10,000 times, and that will kill it. It will not kill it forever though, it will reappear on later floors, so it's actually completely useless in almost every single practical respect. Just get rid of this guy. And I'm trying not to pick up any gems, because as always, ghosting the ice caves is an easy endeavor. Okay, I took damage there, probably from a flying rock or something like that. Something flying anyway. Right, but at least the shopkeeper is dead now, so I don't have to worry as much about that. And these aliens are having a little party of their own. No, they're not anymore. Alright, so we have 50 bombs. Is it worth using bombs to get more gems? I would say maybe if we can get 2 gems at once, it will be. And it looks like that's the case at least in one place. So let's try and go for that. We might also be able to just use this mine for the same purpose. That freed both of them, good. I'm not sure what happened to the ruby, hopefully it's still around. I should also check for the possibility of more mines, because those are essentially free bombs. You almost can mess that up. Apologies if you could hear that. Alright, so here's the ghost. We could also go to the worm, I suppose, although I don't really see why we would want to. Want to watch out for the possibility of, or want to make sure I don't die to climate gloves. That's what I'm trying to say here. Just get the ghost up here. Not really all that much to say about this, other than, yeah, this is how you ghost. Do that, it's good for you. Should be more gems around, right? Yeah, let's get the ghost all the way over here. And let's go back. As soon as I see the ghost, I want to go up, because then I can get the sapphire as well. There we go, I think that's it. Isn't it? I think it is. So let's get all of the gems that are still sitting around. Oh, it's so good. As always, forget if I already said that on this one. Okay, this is a problem. My screen just turned back. I should remember to turn that off. I forget if I said that on this run already, but as always, my goal is gonna be beat my top 10 scores, or beat the worst of my top 10 scores, which has happened long ago. We got almost 50,000 on that floor. We had the possibility of another jetpack, which is not all that useful, to be honest. Okay, so plenty of mines around and another Monty. So I'm thinking we should probably just get Monty immediately, even though we can probably get enough sacrifice points going from Yetis and stuff like that. Just to simplify everything a little bit here, and I should have probably taken Monty before the Yeti, because then I could have used the blood from the Yeti for free sacrifice points. In two ways, both for killing the Yeti and also for... Oh! Oh, there's almost no way where you can mess that up, except when you do. That was the worst. Once again, we're not going to hell on a daily challenge because I'm an idiot. Alright, so... okay. We can still make something good happen. As we saw a couple of runs ago, a couple of daily challenges ago, one thing we can do now is exploit the hell out of the plasma cannon, if we make it that far. That's not a given at all. So let's see if we can get rid of all of those at once. So that's a thing. Let's use a couple more bombs to simplify this. And having gotten rid of the purple rays, we can just kill the alien lord from a distance. And in doing so, we also get a couple of gems. So we will still be ghosting, even though I now no longer have the safety, so to speak, of the Ankh coming in to save me in case I do something stupid, because I already did something stupid. Alright, so I honestly hadn't seen that mine. So let's make sure that we get the ghost to... I suppose it doesn't really matter, actually. It would be easier if the ghost appears from the right side of the level. Let's just make a shortcut here immediately, actually. Get a few extra pieces of gold. And I think the ghost is gonna come from the left, isn't it? Yes, it is. So the way we want to do this probably is take it from the top. The reason why it would have been easier to get the ghost to come from the right is that then I wouldn't have to do what I now have to do. Oh, that was stupid. Right, might as well take a second run at this immediately, just because I don't want to bring the ghost all the way back up here again. I want to get the ghost up here, because then I can hopefully get all the way under those two gems that I was talking about before. That should do it. Yes, it will. And we actually get the ruby in the process, if I could tell, and I could. Still so unhappy about the fact that we just threw the possibility of a hell run here in the stupidest way possible. I almost jumped right into the ghost there. That would also have been not very smart of me. And I think this is the last gem on this floor. We haven't seen the vault yet, so that must be on the next level. Because as far as I understand, and as far as my experience tells me, there is always a run on every, set of 4 floors. How many gems heart do we still have lying around? I think 0. Might as well kill this penguin, even though I don't really condone penguin murder in general. And the reason why I did that was that now we have 5 health instead of 4. By means of the Kapala. We got 45,000. Again, that's decent. From one floor. And here, wait, this is only 3-3, yeah. We haven't seen the Moai statue yet. So this is where we would have sacrificed ourselves if I hadn't been an idiot. Almost, whoa, 2 crates next to each other. That's a rare sight. Almost feel like I shouldn't be playing around with mines at all anymore, because I can so easily kill myself in doing so. We get more bombs, so yeah. We have those. Let's just do this the old way. Try to get the shopkeeper angered from the side, because this has the added benefit of angering all the shopkeepers, of course. Which in turn means that they will probably just kill themselves. And at least they blew up some mines. So they're trying actively to kill themselves. We got 1 more gem there. 0 more gems from that pot. This chest might contain some. Didn't though. Okay, they're but dead. Which is good for me, obviously. And I think we can blow a hole down here, and the reason why I wanted to do that is, of course, to get that crate. I'll get that when I'm done ghosting, because right now I'm just gonna pick up gems if I try to get it. No gems in there. There's an idol, which we may as well get, because it's gonna be easy as hell. We do have another Monty possibility. I guess I don't want to go from below because I don't really know how far from below I would have to go in order to get to the exit there. We have some more blood, which we may as well get. Other than that, not all that much to do on this floor, I suppose. Other than ghost. Get the gold from Monty, or the blood. I think I get those two confused a lot, which is weird because they don't really have all that much to do with each other. Any other gems that I should try to... that was close. That was way too close. I should really not do that at all. Alright, so where do we want to start this? I guess we might as well start with the mother load here. I think the ghost is gonna come from the right side. Yeah, it is. It's gonna hit all of them, great. Can I get it to hit the sapphire as well? No, not quite. So, let's take a short loop here. Is that gonna do it? Probably not as well. It's gonna take us a couple of runs around this. Why am I so bad at this? Okay, this worked. I actually ran out of jetpack fuel there. That's something that I try not to do very often because, well, the reason for that is probably pretty obvious. Almost up to 500,000 at this point. That's really good. Should also remember to not jump on those 2 sets of spikes. Once again, so bad that we can't sacrifice ourselves. I really can't say that enough, because it's so stupid that we can't. Did bring Monty to the exit, right? So I think I got all the gems as well. And once again, feel free to shout at me if I don't. So that's almost 150,000. That's really good. Scary so far. Alright, so let's make an easy way into that mothership, which we will go to, because at this point there's not really any reason not to. It's the best way of getting a good score at this point, using the plasma cannon. That was scary. An extremely far drop, actually. So let's just get rid of the mammoth over there. I think we did that now. Yes. And get the rod, which is available here. Shopkeeper killed himself. possibly shopkeepers, I suppose. Might as well whip Monty for his blood. And then bring him to the exit. Alright. So far it doesn't seem too good from a gem perspective, this floor. As in, have I seen any at all, actually? I don't think I have. That is extremely weird. But I guess that just means that we're not getting any gems. So on one hand, I kind of feel good about that because, I mean, the daily challenges, it's the same for everybody, and this just means that it simplifies my ghosting a whole lot, which is a good thing. So let's just make sure that there are a couple of holes here for the shopkeeper to fall down, which is something that we want to have happen eventually. Monty's here. There's a gem which I'll ghost at some point. I should watch out doing stuff like that because, I mean, getting hit by a bomb, it won't kill me, but it will stun me, and it will probably stun me in such a way that I end up on top of a bomb. So I don't want that to happen. I would much rather just have all of these guys kill themselves as soon as possible. Once again, I just did what I said that I shouldn't do. Interesting layout, 2 alien lords at once. But so far, so good. We're making our way up slowly, or kind of slowly anyway. Slow enough that I don't feel too stressed out about what's happening. And we have the alien queen somewhere close by. So actually a fairly easy layout for the mothership, I would say. How do I want to do this? Do I want to go in from below? This is probably not the most efficient way of doing it. Actually, it might even be easier to deal with the queen herself first. It might also not be though. Okay, so now we have to deal with the shopkeeper as well. It's somehow stressful to be aimed at the entire time by the alien queen, but it somehow also isn't really, because all you really need to do to avoid it is to move slightly, which is an easy thing to do. Alright, the shopkeeper is dead, so he probably fell it down to one of the holes that I was talking about before. I'm just going bomb crazy right now, which is not the best way to do it, but I don't really see a good way of dealing with this, besides dealing with all 3 of them at once. There's also a very real possibility of running out of jetpack fuel on this level, just because you're airborne so often. Alright, so we're down to 1 alien lord here, which of course makes my job a little bit easier. I would prefer to be down to 0 alien lords, which is gonna be the case now. So we still have lots of bombs, so I don't feel bad about using some of them here to deal with the alien queen. In particular, not if I can get rid of all of these platforms at the same time. The ghost is gonna come into my plan in a second. I think the alien queen has 20 health, so 2 bombs should suffice, but I think I only hit her with 1 so far. And there are some gems that we might as well ghost now, or might as well get now. Actually, the ghost was kind enough to ghost all of the gems at once. So why don't we just bring the ghost all the way down here immediately, because we want to get the ghost down here eventually anyway. And I think this is an easier way of doing it. So I might have to do something funky here. Not exactly funky, I suppose, but it's got the ghost closer to me than I would like. And as you can probably once again tell, this is the more stressful part of this entire thing. Maybe I can get the ghost kind of down here so that I can do this diagonally. Is that gonna work? I think it is. It is actually great. So let's just roam the lower floor a little bit longer so that we can get all the gems that we've ghosted. And then start dealing with our alien queen afterwards. If I were min-maxing, I could whip Monty, but I don't think there's any real reason to. As always, when I get to this point, health is not gonna make that big of a difference. The alien queen is actually dead, and that surprises me a little bit. In a good way. Positively. So how do we want to do this? We should watch out not to get too many of those gems. So perhaps the way I want to do this is by having all of the gems blown down. It's gonna be a slow way of doing it, but it's also gonna be the safest one, probably. Yeah, there we go. Also, almost looks like we can get all of them at once. Or at least all of these ones. I forgot, a couple of motherships ago I counted how many gems there actually were. I forget the result though. This should be sort of safe as well. Alright, so that's those gems. Are there any other ones? I guess there's about $2,000 up there. That I should be able to get, so why don't I just do that? I'm not sure why I dropped the plasma cannon. There's absolutely no reason to. Anything I left down here? I sort of don't think so. I mean, part of my plan was to get rid of that before anything else, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. So I guess we're just taking all of this and then going to the exit. How much gold did we get there? Almost 90,000, that's really good. And we're back on the ice caves. Except now we have a plasma cannon. There's some anchor shopkeepers. Here's some blood. I'm not too happy about all of the mines that I'm seeing on this level, because a mine blowing into my face could easily kill me. Spring shoes, don't really need those. Lots of explosions. But then on the other hand, I mean, I like explosions as much as the next guy. Explosions are fun. For some reason. Probably because dangerous is fun most of the time. Again, I'm trying to concentrate a lot here. Yeah, I'm dead. I should have seen that coming. Never use a plasma cannon to blow up UFOs, because stuff like that can so easily happen. I think that's a lesson I learned long ago, and then apparently forgot again. But yeah, this was a pretty fun run while it lasted. 32 in the world is not bad at all. How does it compare to everybody else? Wow, lots of people over 1 million this time. Lots of people have, out of these, made it to hell as well. So that goes to show that this was probably one of... Wow, lots of people in hell. This was probably one of the easier daily challenges in a while. Which is worth thinking about, because we didn't get very far. Still 32 is good. And as always, it means that this was probably my number 2 score all time, actually, on a daily challenge in a way. Which is very good. So at that, I will leave this episode. I definitely enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. If you did, don't hesitate to say so in a comment. If you didn't, also don't hesitate to say what you didn't like in a comment. Although I suppose if you came all the way to the end, it almost took you 50 minutes, then probably have enjoyed something in this episode. Also, don't hesitate to throw a like if you did enjoy the episode, and if this is the first one you're watching and you want to watch future ones, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. For now, thank you everybody who's watched this to the end, and I will see you some other time.